something to volunteer that really did, where I could do some real social work. You know, I like children. My children are adults now. So, and I felt that I could really do a lot to help these children. In school, I'm a sociology major, and many of my colleagues are planning to be social workers, but I didn't want to be a social worker because I had a sense that DFACS didn't do a lot of social work, which has turned out to be a true statement. And I find that the CASAs are able to do social work. Okay, it is challenging, but I truly, truly enjoy it. I have 2 cases, but I have a total of 6 children. So I like to say I have 8 children because I have my 6 wards, and I take it really very, very serious. I visit them. You know, when I started, I set up a schedule for myself. I visit each of the children at school. I visit each of the ones that are in daycare. I visit the home that they live in. I visit their parents. I visit their doctors. I have their records. I know about them. And when I relate to them, I always explain to them that my role is to make sure that they have what they need. So they can talk to me and tell me if there is a problem where they are living. You know, and this is my goal, is to make it so that they have a safe place to tell me, because I want to be that adult that can do something about it. And, you know, if I can reach that with them, that idea that I can do something about it, I can't change it, I can't remove you from that home, I can't, but I can make recommendations to someone who can do something about it. And I have had several situations where I have had now to talk with someone about something I didn't like what I saw. And it is challenging because you have to have a relationship with not only the children, but the foster parents, but DFACS, but children attorneys. And once you learn the whole amount of relationships you have to have as a whole, you have to get along with all of these people for the sake of the children. And you have to make them all feel comfortable. You're not there to tell on them or to make them feel bad or to make them feel incompetent. So it really does take some time to get to, they have to make all those relationships come together so that your primary goal is seeing that that child is advocated for. And you can't lose sight of the fact that this is why you're here. You're here for this particular child. And so you don't work for DFACS. And you visit foster parents. It's one of the first things you have to say, I don't work for DFACS. I don't work for DFACS. I'm not here I'm here for this child, and I'm going to come regularly enough, so I'm going to watch everything and look at everything and make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, and that there isn't some problem that needs to be resolved. And if there is a problem that needs to be resolved, I'm going to talk with someone who is in a position to do something about it. And when it comes to court, I'm going to make a recommendation of what I saw and what was said and what the children told me. And so when they understand that about you, they respect you because they see that you don't have, I think a lot of them actually they would be very shocked to discover I'm not being paid. But I think on some level they do think I'm being paid. I think that would change the dynamic of it. But the fact is that I'm not being paid, so I don't have to be there. This is a choice, and so I can do it. And I do it on my own schedule, outside of the court schedule.